Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense will get the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Sun Devils are in the hurry on it.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, baby. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Yeah, it's the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away the...
He's loose. Inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, TCU.
And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Green 25.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. At the 35, he's loose. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quarterback on the keeper, finding open areas. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Smashes it between the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. The offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. To the ground with the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you gotta capitalize.
There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. They're going back to the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Firing to the right, complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
There he goes! He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Got his man. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. Steps away. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They go to the counter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Needs us to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Going right to work up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Field goal is good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Akron. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the right side. Got room to work. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Welch. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This will likely be the last play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it.
Breaks into the open, and he's dragged down. The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like.
He unleashes a long one. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. Like, you can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Welch. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to... And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And now on 3rd down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Across the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll run the screen. Past the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Throws to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Welch. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Snagged out of the air. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back has it. Runs through the tackle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just keeps slinging it. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's
He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep this drive alive. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And the Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
Coming up, 4th down.
The play action fake. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick handoff. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every